Hey guys, Mustangin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to be looking at the Super Saiyan 4 Berserker, the beast himself, Super Saiyan 4 Broly. So this guy, when we saw what he did on paper, I think most of us were a little bit disappointed because his passive skill, 148% attack and defense when performing a super attack. Then he has a chance to launch an additional that has a high chance to become another super when there is a giant ape power category ally attacking in the same turn. So obviously his best link partners are going to be other great ape units anyway, or giant ape power units I should say. And his best link partner is actually the Vegito, because of course they have fierce battle as well as the links like Saiyan Raw, Super Saiyan. But when we saw this, we had no idea what his super attack effect would be, and we thought if he did some sort of attacking of either, raising of attack or either defense, that could help go a long way, because his passive just seemed a lot more basic compared to Gohan and Bardock. And then of course he didn't get any sort of special effect like that, he just does immense damage and greatly lowers defense. So on paper, he seemed like he was the worst out of the four Super Saiyan 4s. And in certain situations, maybe he is. I'm definitely not going to argue that he's fantastic defensively. But he's not as bad as we necessarily expected. And the kind of damage that he can put out is pretty ridiculous. So we're going to start off on this rotation here. We have the Vegito, but we have no support unit or anything. So we'll see what we can get out of him straight away on turn 1 with no support in terms of attack stat. I think he had like 69k defense, so after supering that's going to go up to like 160k, which is not that bad. He should be able to tank normal attacks reasonably well. So yeah, 3.3 million attack stat with no support, just linked with Vegito. And then yeah, the potential for this to happen. So he has a chance for the additional super from his passive. And then of course mine is rainbowed. I did give him a little bit more additional. I did also give him skill orbs as well. So I'm going to get this rotation set up with the two Super Saiyan 3s. Just going to have them off on the other rotation so they can tank everything that comes along. Incredibly strong defensive rotation. Obviously Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku on a team that is full of heroes units has a massive amount of damage reduction. As well as the fact that he guards all attacks as well, so he's not going to take a lot of damage throughout this entire run. And then we have a ton of support units. We have Supreme Kai of Time. Obviously Vegito himself in his passive is supporting Broly for the two categories that Vegito supports. And then of course we have units like Toa. So Toa provides 30% attack and defense, and then a chance to give an extra 10% to each of those as separate chances. So he's already got 89k defense, so after supering that's going to jump up to very close to 200k. And then this is my Vegito is only one dupe, 69%. He has 123,000 defense thanks to Toa being on the rotation. So ideally what we want to see is as we get a little bit further into the event and then potentially do start to take some damage on some of our units, we want to be able to try and trigger Toa's passive to go off and give Broly that other massive boost. I mean, yeah, 4 million attack stat with her on the rotation now. So obviously he's just going to take out TN, but the potential for one or two more of those to follow is pretty significant. But obviously we want to get a little bit further through. We want to see on the harder, as we get to like the harder stages where the enemies are going to start to dish out more damage. The double Vegito rotation, like with Broly in the middle, will be pretty good for him as well, getting the support from both of them. And so obviously his best rotation is going to be if we can get that Toa passive to activate. And then hopefully we could get that to activate early on so the enemy still has a ton of life bars left, and then we can see Broly actually go off. So the friend Vegito that I found has 2 dupes, so he's at 1.7 as well. That's very good considering he's at the back there with none of his main links activated. And then Supreme Kai of Time, obviously very good support unit as well. Just like the Toa, she has a chance to provide extra attack and defense. So what are we at for defense at the moment? Yeah, 90k. So that's going to go up to, what, 210-ish? I think, because it's 140% on top. So, and then this is the build. Let me just show it on screen. So I gave him 12 additional and then 9 crit of his natural hidden potential system. And then I did give him a level 5 crit as well. I know he's got 3 crit from the 3 crit and the attack up, sorry. And then the bit of a defense boost, because I thought, you know, maybe he could use that for the when we take him into Extreme Super Battle Road. That's going to be interesting. And then a level 3 attack. I was just kind of limited to what I had, but I've decided to throw some decent ones onto him and see what we can get out of him. So, attack stat 4.35. Okay. So I mean, Piccolo. Oh, he did survive, but we only got an additional normal, but we take him out with that. So I mean, that's where the true power of Super Saiyan 4 Broly comes in. It's kind of like how no one complains about the damage that physical Vegito Blue does, and some of that of course comes from counters, but he's a unit that doesn't necessarily hit particularly hard with one super, but it's the fact that he could super 3 or 4 times in one turn that allows him to put out so much damage. So this guy hitting like over 4 million attack stat and then potentially super attacking 3 times in one turn is a pretty ridiculous amount of damage. It's just a shame that we are going to take him into Extreme TEQ Super Battle Road, but it's just a shame there's no sort of better category lead for that stage that incorporates some of these units, because we're probably going to have to run him under the just the standard Golden Frieza 120% leader skill. So okay, so we got the double Vegito rotation now. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't want to get a Dokkan attack this turn because I don't want Vegito in the front slot to kill here. So let's go ahead and see what we can get with the double Vegito. Well, he's at 2.7. So obviously he's getting the buff from the other Vegito as well. So, oh, super attack counter, I think. Hey, let's go. Million damage, we take that. Yeah, 4.3 again. So 4.3 million with the double Vegito rotation. That is pretty crazy. 3.5 mil damage, no crit, thanks to the type advantage. Just absolutely destroying Vegeta there. So Supreme Kai. Now Trunks, I'm assuming he can't be sealed, or can he? Yeah, he can't. Good. So maybe if he supers, actually no, it's not going to matter because we get the Dokkan attack this turn. Couldn't avoid it, unfortunately. So I won't bother hitting any of the nodes here, just so it plays through a little bit quicker. I'm not too fussed about not getting the Dokkan attack with Broly because it doesn't affect his attack stat or anything. But now we definitely want to start trying to build towards losing some HP so we can get that Toa passive effect to go off and see what kind of crazy attack stat we can get Broly up to. So obviously he's not going to be the best defensively. I think Extreme Super Battle Road is really going to show that. We are obviously going to take him into some of the normal category stages for Super Battle Road as well and see how he does there. But yeah, you never know. So, okay, so no super. So we've got the Toa rotation again. Let's put him in the front and just see here. So, yeah, he's got almost 90k defense. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll grab that for Toa. Okay, and we're going to take a super. Alright, so this is going to do a bunch of damage. I don't think we're going to get to 50% though. Yeah, 4 million again. So, Trunks, crit for 3 mil, okay. I mean, this is the thing, right? He's not even getting the chance to do all of these additional supers. He's just hitting so hard with each of the attacks. It's pretty crazy. So, let us... I will grab some same type orbs here. I do want to make sure that we're... because we just had Toa on the rotation with Broly and Vegito, so we're not going to get her back onto that rotation for a little bit. I definitely don't want her passive activating on the turn with the Super Saiyan 3s because they're not extreme units, so they won't be getting a buff from her at all. So we'd only get the heal. Obviously, the new Toa's heal ability slightly different from the existing Darkness Toa. Rather than a full heal, it's only 50%, but you only have to drop to 50%. So that is definitely a lot easier to achieve in a lot more modes. So making it much more likely that you're actually going to see that. So let's see how well we tank after supering. With Supreme Kai on the rotation, we have 84k defense. So it's going to go up to just over 180k after the super. So in theory, as long as we're just taking normal attacks, we shouldn't take any damage. 4.3 mil on the attack stat again. And then, yep, there's additional super number 1. With a crit. So yeah, that's where the power lies. And then, yeah, double-digit damage from the normal attack. So, I mean, not too bad. Obviously, this Goku, not the hardest enemy on, you know, the hardest Infinite Dragon Ball history stage or anything like that. But still, as long as we're taking double-digit damage from normal attacks, that is very good. Alright, so we'll do this. And then we'll do this. So can we get to the right timing for this Toa buff? I don't know if we necessarily can, but I mean, BROLY definitely putting on work in this video. He's hitting some crazy attack stats. He tanks normal attacks really well after supering. I'm actually definitely impressed. I was very underwhelmed after reading his kit, as I was explaining at the beginning. I really thought he was the worst of the Super Saiyan 4s. And obviously he's definitely not as bad as we were expecting. So, alright, now we got to play carefully here, because I want to... So if I use a Princess Snake, how much does that actually heal us? 55%, that's too much. Well, I guess, yeah, I can grab some same type orbs to get us a bit of health back. Geo taking 10k. Alright, so I guess as long as he doesn't dodge a huge amount, we should be okay. Oh, well, Vegito's just going to crit and take him out. That's actually good. Skip us straight onto the next phase. And then the great thing is, because of this rotation, like, these guys aren't really going to take a lot of damage. In fact, what I could do, if I do this, this basically guarantees we don't take any damage this turn. Because we can't seal, so the possibility that he super attacks Supreme Kai in the final slot would definitely be real. So if we do this, this should guarantee us the Toa passive. And then, of course, this won't do a huge amount of damage to Goku, thanks to the his passive. On a full Heroes team, he is like super high up there with best defensive units in the game. Very, very good. So not going to take any damage this turn, because Trunks, he gets very good defense raise on super attack, and then of course we have type advantage anyway, plus of course the support from Supreme Kai of Time being on the rotation. So yeah, this is going to be very good. I haven't actually seen this in play yet, so this is going to be my first time seeing the Toa passive activate with BROLY on the rotation. So I'm ready for a big one here. Hopefully we can hit 5 mil on the attack stat. But so yeah, Toa's passive has gone off. We get the heal, and we'll just go first with BROLY just to see. I don't want the friend Vegito to get like double supers with crits or something crazy like that and take him out. So here we go. What are we going to get from Super Saiyan 4 BROLY here? Oh, 5.2. Okay. 5.2 million attack stat. 3.5 million damage crit. Ah, he didn't. Of course he didn't get the additional super attacks on this turn. But over 5 million attack stat. That is pretty crazy, thanks to that. So unfortunately, that's the way these RNG passives work sometimes. It took us a lot of effort to get that to go off at the right timing. And then we didn't get any of the additional super attacks. But hitting over a 5 million attack stat. I mean, the additional normal still did a fairly decent bit of damage. And then, of course, Toa gets super attacked at the end here. So, but yeah, BROLY is quite a beast. So, I guess we can do this. Let's actually just go ahead and do this. Heal up here. We'll get one final turn with BROLY up on the next rotation. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below of Super Saiyan 4 BROLY. Like I said, I've kind of changed my mind. I definitely underrated him. He's performing very, very well. Hitting those kind of attack stats and then just, you know, popping off multiple super attacks. The The tweet that I posted was of one of the turns that we've kind of seen in this, where we're hitting like 4.3, and then yeah, just like 3 supers in that one turn. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So we'll do this. Be interesting to see how much he tanks the hits from Gohan actually here, considering we do have type disadvantage. No support unit on the rotation, so obviously Vegito, he's not going to take any damage here. And we've got no other support unit as well, so this is going to be just Broly's defense plus the buffs that he gets from Vegito. So, alright, super attack. I don't think we countered it, but we have type advantage, so that's okay. And then Broly, yeah, so he still hits 3.35 with no support on rotation, which is pretty... I say no support, obviously Vegito supports with his passive, but additional super attack number 1. Of course he gets no crits this turn. 16k, that's actually not bad, considering this Gohan is the final boss of this Infinite Dragon Ball history, and he has type advantage. So I would say that is a pretty solid showing from the Broly there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. We've got tons more units and teams to show off, more events to take them into. Like, this whole thing has just brought so much stuff to be done in the game at the moment, and I'm definitely here for it. So let me know what you guys think of the celebration overall and of Super Saiyan 4 Broly down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord down there as well. Feel free to join in the fun over there, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.